Every day, about 308 MPs, give or take a few, sit in the House of Commons. Now, CBC News has obtained an internal report that says they could be at potentially catastrophic risk. The report was commissioned more than 2 years ago after a huge chunk of stained glass fell. It determined bricks were crumbling, glass was loose. But as Julie Van Duzen tells us, 2 years later, little has changed.
The famous stained glass windows that dominate the neo-Gothic walls are the jewels inside the Commons crown. They were installed in the early 1970s to represent each province and territory of the day. They've bedazzled visitors and MPs for years.
You know, when I made my maiden speech in the House of Commons in 1994, part of my opening paragraph was about those stained glass windows. They are amazing.
But a report commissioned by Public Works in 2013 warns that the 12 stained glass windows and parts of the masonry are at risk of crashing down on the MPs below. A heavy chunk of glass did tumble down from one of the panels 2 years ago. Luckily, it happened overnight when no one was around.
I did realize being a member of Parliament can be dangerous, but I didn't quite know about this latest problem.
Yeah. Do you think you should wear a hard hat to work?
No, I don't think we're at that point, right?
But that incident did trigger a safety assessment, which determined the windows had been improperly installed. The report also raises concerns about the foyer of the House of Commons.
Tourists come through here. Reporters scrum politicians, concerned about what's going on above the glass ceiling.
CBC visited the area above the ceiling. You can see water damage and broken glass. Public Works says there's no immediate risk to the public and that it inspects the area at least every 2 months. But the report suggests more than $1 million in repairs is needed and that loose bricks could fall through the glass and hit someone below. Scrumming below the glass ceiling is Justin Trudeau.
I have confidence in the people in Public Works and the staff of these buildings to keep parliamentarians, visitors and journalists safe.
Public Works says it has replaced some windows, there is netting on others, and more repairs are planned.
Well, of course, there is a lot of danger here in Parliament, and it's not just from the Conservatives. We've been saying for years that Ottawa is broken, and you're finally catching on to the fact that it's true.
Are any of you folks worried about the stained glass falling on your head?
Architects say the ceiling and stained glass windows require immediate attention well before the planned overhaul of the centre block scheduled for 2018. Julie Van Duzen, CBC News, Ottawa.